What's going on, everybody? A&S Quick Keys here. Today we are doing a 2013 BMW X5. We're programming a new key. This is an add key. Go to BMW. On this job, it's very important that you have an active subscription and that you have either jumper cables or a power supply connected to the vehicle to keep the voltage from dropping from 13 volts. We're gonna go automatic selection, read VIN. Okay. Yes. We'll go to control unit, cast 3 immobilizer. And then you want to take a picture of the vehicle information. And this is important to have. And this also has your mechanical key code to cut the key. And we'll go to key operation. Cancel. We're going to go to key learning. Learning via OBD. And it's just saying make sure we're connected to the internet, which I am. Turn on the hazard lamps to prevent the vehicle from going to sleep. Okay. And we're doing add key. And we have the ignition on already. Let me just confirm. Yes, ignition is on. The cast will be updated. Okay. And it says it may take up to 10 minutes. We'll just hit OK. Remove the key from the ignition switch. If it is a smart key, take it out of the vehicle. Remove the key from the ignition switch. Okay, so we took the key out the ignition and it'll start the process, and it takes about, it says about 10 minutes. I'm going to pause the video for right now, and once it has me doing the other prompts, I'll start it back up. This is a good side note. Before this, it said erasing the flash. That's why it's a little bit risky doing this job OBD. But it's erasing the flash and it's updating it. So this is the part that takes a little bit long. Once this goes through, I'll start the video back up. But yeah, when you see erasing flash, that's the most nervous thing about this job, because if the voltage drops or something happens or you lose the internet connection, that's where the problems could start. But as long as you have good internet and a good battery voltage, you shouldn't have any issues. So we're just going to continue to wait on this to complete, and then I'll follow back up. So I already went through the first stage, and now it's going through the second stage, and it's erasing the flash again. And we'll just continue to wait, and then once this is done, we should be able to program the key. So we're on the second part, and I'll start back up again when this finishes. Okay, and it upgraded correctly, and now it wants us to turn the ignition on with the working key. And I got the ignition on. Just wait for this, and then it'll ask us, should ask us what slot we want this key. And then it says remove the key from the ignition. This is not a smart key. Be sure to operate as required. Okay, we'll hit okay. And then we are gonna put, so key 1 and 2 are being used. We are gonna do key 7. Just give me 1 second. Sorry about that. I completely forgot you also need the XP400, but we're gonna go to key 7, and then we're gonna go to program generation key, or programmer generation key. And then it's going to tell us that we require the working key into the programming slot, which it is, and we'll hit OK. And it's reading the key information now, and it's just going to update the firmware. So I'm going to pause it right now while it does this, and then we'll pick back up where we dropped off. And just a quick side note, just because I know this glare is bad, so yours might not do this. The only reason I believe mine is doing it is because I just updated my programmer. So now that that is done, we'll wait for that. And then it should say read successfully. Oh, sorry for this glare. It read successfully. Proceed with the next step. We hit OK. This is a semi-smart key. Smart key is when you don't have to stick the key in the slot. All you do is just press the brake and start it. This one has to go in the slot. So it's a semi-smart key. Connect device and place the new key into the programmer. So this is our new key. It's in the programmer, and we're just going to hit OK. The key does need to be pre-processed, so we're doing that now. I apologize, I'm burning up in this car. And also another thing, so it says successfully, so now it should write all the information to the key, which it is doing. And another thing, okay, I didn't realize my phone connected to the van, but when the message showed up of a list of stuff on the programmer, after it was done writing the key, all it was saying was just make sure that you can stick the key in the slot and that you're able to turn on the ignition. If you have the key symbol with the slash in it, that means the vehicle did not accept the key in that slot, or it just didn't accept the key in general. But before you try out a different key, just go ahead and stick your key back in the programmer, and it'll tell you if you want to choose a different slot, and just try slot number 6. Do the same thing, pre-process the key, write the file to the key, and then try it again. Ours worked on the first try though, and as you can see, that's the new key, and the vehicle starts right up. And the remote works. This was their old key. The remote did not work, but it did start the vehicle. So this customer now has a working key, remote and key, and all we got to do is just cut the emergency key for her. But other than that, she is good to go. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments and I'll try to reply back to them.